Coming up on this episode of the Generational Gap Podcast, we're going to get into a little bit of discussion about the upcoming Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight. Trump taking AI pictures with black folks and pandering to black folks for the vote. And now 2 Schoolboy Q fans are going to now reassess our review of Blue Lips.
And we also going to be talking about how Kendrick Lamar is shaking up the rap game once again with a surprise feature on Future and Metro Boomin album. Then we also going to talk about how Jalen Greens, Rocket's young star, having kids with 40-year-olds. And then we also going to talk about famous boxer Ryan Garcias crashing out on all socials.
All that and more coming up on this episode of the Generational Gap Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, it is now time for your favorite #1 father and son hosted podcast. It is the Generational Gap Podcast.
Yes, sir. We in here, man.
We in here. Jared is not present this week, so me and DeAndre holding it down.
OG crew.
No,
actually not, because John not here. But
that's true. That's true. Yeah, without John, it's not OG, but
it's not.
It's okay.
It's the faces that you seen that are OG.
Yeah, there you go.
Shit.
Yeah, man. A lot has been going on this week. There's not a lot of
it's not pressing news, but it's just just shit going on in the world.
There is some shit jumping off.
But shit jumping off, let's just talk about it real quick, bro. Everybody's getting sick.
Oh, you are sick as hell.
I'm pretty fucking, I can't, bro. Yesterday, my day progressively got worse and worse. Not even on having a bad day, just how I felt on my sickness.
Damn.
Before I went to bed, I was at peak shitness. Just peak felt like ass.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I heard a lot of people say that they're not feeling good right now.
I just think because it's fucking cold and then it gets hot and then now it's raining again. It's just a lot of switch up.
Yeah.
But it usually happens around this time of year too, though.
That's true. It's spring. I mean, I don't know how many people have allergies and shit like that, but that could be something too. I don't feel nothing, but that's a knock on wood.
I'm about to say, you're going to feel it soon. Your wife's sick as a motherfucker.
My wife's sick. My daughter's sick. My son's sick. It's basically I'm in a household where everybody walking around me is sick, sneezing, coughing. And I'm like,
there's no dodging it.
Hey, man, listen, I got some sick time on the books. If I got to take it, I got to take it. I'd rather not.
Type shit.
You know what I mean? Duck that. But
yeah, man, we here on this rainy day, dude.
Yeah, it's
rainy. I mean, I haven't seen outside. Did it get better?
It got better, but it's
okay.
off and on. You look upside, there's clouds everywhere and shit. It's getting there, but it's whatever. But we're here to talk about some shit. So
we're here to talk about some shit. Let's start with some bullshit, because this is bullshit in itself.
Okay, let's get to it.
We're gonna talk about the 27-year-old boxer facing the 57-year-old boxer.
Yeah. So this is, everybody has a different opinion about this. Let's just make the audience aware of what we're talking about. Mike Tyson
and Jake Paul.
Okay. So now we have 2 people of very different ages that are getting ready to fight. Here's my theory in this, right? It looks to me, the optics look like Jake Paul and Mike Tyson are just doing this for the money.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Okay.
There's no doubt.
All right. So everybody kind of seems to think that Mike Tyson is going to whoop his ass.
That's okay. Well, let's off top just let this be known to motherfuckers who don't know who Mike Tyson was. Nigga, 20 years ago, bring back Mike Tyson from 37. Bro, it wouldn't even be a fight. He wouldn't even want that. But because bro is old and it's media coverage and like he said, it's gonna be money. It's Mike Tyson, bro. Last time Mike Tyson fought, I think that was during quarantine, but everybody bought that fucking fight.
Yeah, but it was also a terrible fight.
I mean, yeah, but it was 2 old boxers too, though. Right.
It seems like Mike Tyson's in better shape now than he was back then.
Yeah, bro. I've been seeing all those videos and shit, and it's bro, this man is... We talked about it fucking 2 weeks ago, but the man looks crazy for 57.
I've learned some things about this fight.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of I'm really unenthused. Here's one thing.
Yeah.
they're asking, Jake Paul is asking if he can wear a headgear.
No, that was fake. That was all fake media.
Oh, it was fake.
Yeah, that was TikTok fake. Like, you seen the shit where they're like Jake Paul and Logan Paul can tag in and shit?
No, I didn't see any of that. I just saw something about him wearing headgear, and I'm like, bro, if you wear headgear, it's over for you.
No.
Like, your boxing career will no longer be valid.
No, I seen all that shit.
Okay.
So I think some dude just like made a fat ass joke on TikTok, and then he did it hella professionally. So like everybody just called it. It was like, oh shit.
Okay. Well, then there's also the fact that it's on Netflix, which to me, because it's not pay-per-view, it's basically like Netflix is paying them this big bag, because what's going to happen is you're going to get a whole lot of people that's going to subscribe to Netflix in order to watch the fight. And then most people will lose track of what they subscribe to. So they'll have a Netflix subscription, and they'll fuck around, forget. And for forever, they'll just be paying for the subscription.
Yeah, like $12.
And then there's going to be some people who get Netflix, haven't had it before, but this is a reason for them to get it. They get it. They look around, poke around. Oh, they got this movie. They got this show. Oh, I'm going to keep it.
Right.
So I see the allure in that. You know what I mean? But yeah, to be honest with you, I know Mike Tyson is like now a real humble family man. He no longer wants to eat people and
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, eat people's hearts and children, and you know what I'm saying? Like, he used to say some wild shit at the pre-fights. Now it's kind of like, hey man, I just want a good fight. I'm trying, I think he's just trying to help bro out, to be honest.
Yeah, but I really hope, like, even though bro's old, like, it would just be like so suckish to see him lose to Jake Paul. Like, I really hope he knocks that motherfucker out.
There's also a clause that he can't knock him out.
For real?
Yeah. That's why I'm thinking it's just going to be a shitty fight. But
I don't see. But then, like, is Jake Paul able to fucking knock him out?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's a money grab. Like, it's a money grab like a motherfucker. But do not get it twisted, bro. If you ain't know about Mike Tyson, that nigga in his prime, 1 round, I'd call that.
Yeah.
I'd call that 100%. 1 round is the most it'd go.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we'll see. I mean, it's going to happen either way, and you know damn well we're going to watch it, even if I'm against it.
Unfortunately. Again, that's the thing, though. The money grab. That's how you get them. It's like, motherfuckers won't like the fact that the fight is happening.
But you're going to watch it.
You're going to watch that shit.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely. But, you know, we'll see.
That's the thing, man.
Yeah.
So getting into more little sports things and just kind of bullshit, kind of just seeing. I heard y'all touched up on this when I wasn't here. But
we touched on it, and we had a discussion which we kind of wished you wouldn't be involved in, because I gave my opinion. Jared is more stay out of people's business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when he gives an opinion, he's just like, bro, shout outs to them. I'm like,
I mean,
no, bro, fuck that.
It is shout out to them at the end of the day.
Absolutely. But he didn't really want to give an opinion.
Right.
My opinion is like the way that the media is covering Jalen Green and Draya having a baby. I had to let Juan know. I'm like, yeah, they kind of demonizing Draya for having a baby with this 22-year-old kid. And
I feel like the only reason that is truly happening, though, is because of what happened to PJ. But they're around the same age, but it's almost around the kind of the same aspect. You know what I mean? No,
give me some insight. What you mean?
So PJ, he's not really a known NBA player. He played for the Hornets.
Who is it?
PJ Washington.
Okay.
He played for the Hornets with LaMelo. Now he's in Dallas with Luka and Kyrie.
Okay.
He's actually pretty good, like a 12.5 rebounds per game.
All right.
Good role player. But he ended up having a kid with Brittany Reiner. I know you've heard that name.
Yes.
He ended up having a kid with her, and then she kind of just, that's kind of where this shit's going. Like, I feel like it's getting so much media coverage because she just like, bro, like after she had his kid, like she was talking crazy shit, like trying to find a stepdaddy, putting this nigga on crazy child support, wilding the fuck out, like doing all this extra shit. So I feel like that's why it's getting more media coverage, because it's kind of like the same aspect, but I think people are more focused like, oh, she for surely gonna fuck this nigga over. Nigga, she's 40 and he's how old?
22, yeah.
Yeah, type shit.
Okay, so when I see it, it's always like, yeah, there's a big age difference. She's 40, 39 technically.
Yeah.
And he's 22. Here's the problem. I found a list of Hollywood celebrities and their ages to their spouses.
It's crazy. Like, bro, you know, fucking Jay-Z and Beyonce are like 13 years apart.
Yeah. So, okay. So, Jalen Green and Draya are 17 years apart.
But see, I feel like that's really, I feel like that's weird though in its own way. Cause it's like, bro, I feel like if you was, I don't know, it's still weird when you think about it in senses of the way I'm about to say. Like,
okay,
you were graduating high school when bruh came out his mama's womb.
Okay. That is true. But it also, we boil things down to like when you are a child, so 0 to 17 or 18,
yeah,
you don't make the same decisions. You don't have you're still going through life. Once you have hit 18, you kind of have as many life experiences as expected here in the US, at least. Some places it's lower.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some places it's like 15 and shit.
Right.
So my point is that man is a 22-year-old NBA player.
Grown man.
He's grown as fuck. He makes more than grown decisions.
Hey, but people also have to think about it like this though, because we don't get into this world because we're regular people.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you have to also think about it like celebrities or just bigger name people date bigger name people for a reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not like Jalen Green isn't finna just go to like come out here when he plays the Warriors and go to Southland Mall and get some girl's number.
No.
You feel me? So like he has to more like, there's definitely younger girls out here, bro. Like I ain't saying that, but it's just like I don't know. I don't feel like it would be a big ass issue if they was just dating. But the fact that bruh, she's having bruh's kid is what people's tripping about. Me personally,
yeah, okay. I mean,
you feel me?
Yeah, I guess so. But here the thing is like it takes two to tango. So the way that I've seen them kind of get at her as she's wrong is like, so what happened?
No,
Did she
she's
wait?
Not wrong.
She's not wrong. You don't have that aspect. You don't have that outlook.
She's not wrong.
Okay.
Because it's like, bruh, like, it's kind of like, bruh, if y'all have, I don't know their relationship, I don't know their connection, but it's like, bruh, like, if y'all have a connection, this, that, and the other thing, or y'all really fuck with each other's vibe, or you see something, this, and that, I wouldn't say it's wrong. And that's they shit too, though. So it's kind of like you can't really give your own opinion on it because it's just like they shit. I'm going to give my opinion on it. It's weird in its own way, but I see how it would not be a problem.
I don't think it's weird at all. Nah. I just think that those are two consenting adults. Now, let's turn the tables.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and put it out there where it's fair. The dude who plays fucking not Pierce Brosnan, but the new James Bond.
Yeah.
He's 30 years older than his wife.
Yeah.
Why do we not hear anything about that?
Yeah.
Kevin Costner is 20 years older than his wife. We don't hear nothing about that.
Yep.
I just don't, like I said, she didn't wait for him to fall asleep and extract his fucking semen. You see what I'm saying? Like that he fucked and didn't pull out. You know what I'm saying? And
to put it out there, then
come on, man. Like, look at old girl. Like, yeah, she's 39, but she bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he seen him a bad one, wrapped that up, took it home, did what he had to do. Now, if he didn't pull out or if he didn't take no precautions, how is that on her or him? It's kind of like that was a something that happened. Two consenting fucking adults. Like I said, I get it. She is one of those. So everybody's kind of like, you are basically trying to base your whole living off of having babies with motherfuckers,
right?
With some money. To be honest, is that the worst fucking thing somebody can do? Is it so terrible for, like, you see doctors and shit, they don't go to McDonald's and pick up on the girl behind the cash register.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, they go out with lawyers and doctors themselves because it's kind of like, well, if I'm making this much money, then I need to have somebody who's making this much money too. I just don't understand the way they vilify her in the media. And again, I don't know old girl. Don't give a fuck about her, to be honest. I just don't see why it's a big fucking deal. I was trying to explain that last podcast.
Okay, but I would, to that point, I'd say, what does she do?
What does she do?
What is her income? She's Like, that's a lot of questions for a lot of these like IG models and shit like that. Like,
yeah, but like motherfuckers, you're a beautiful woman. You get invited to parties. You hang around and schmooze with these people who have some money, and then you figure out your lane. If you ain't fucking for a couple bucks, then you just you around some people who got money, and you plugged in with motherfuckers who are willing to pay for your time. And it's not like no fucking hooker shit. I'm not trying to paint it in that light. But what I am saying is that you have access to all these motherfuckers who have a couple bucks. And those cats love to trick off. So, I mean, I know she did come from some type of reality shit or something of that nature. So
she got her own money.
She got a little something, man. Okay. It's not like she just, broke.
Right. No, that's kind of where I was coming from. Like, all right, but like, I could see it in the sense where motherfuckers like, oh, she gonna just have this nigga baby and just put that nigga on child support and get her bag.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe they in love.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't really tell, bro. And also, it's kind of funny. Ever since all that shit's came out, Jalen Green has been going crazy, nigga.
Oh, the pussy is good.
That nigga's been going stupid on the Rockets.
The pussy is good.
That nigga been going stupid, bro. I was like, damn, okay, he must be fighting for something.
Yeah, I mean, hey, man, listen.
Yes, I'm gonna go out here and hoop, baby. Show these niggas.
I was asking, like I said, Jared was keeping it real hush hush. Like, yeah, shout out to what they got going on. They having a baby. I'm like, yeah, I agree. I don't get it. Why I'm hearing about it? Why it's news? You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say, bro. Like, I seen some sick posts where bro was 80 and his girlfriend's 29. And
she's that's kind of that's ill.
Yeah.
But again, we all got our fucking vices, standards, motherfucking metrics of like what we can and can't find attractive. If you find this person attractive or you're willing to pay for that, whatever, man. Like, I just don't see how it's anybody's business besides the fact of like, hey, I've seen some ill shit on Twitter where like out in Timbuktu way overseas, like some of the countries overseas, like out in, I'm trying to be very conscious of ways that I say shit. I was gonna just spit out some Saudi Arabia or some shit, but in other words, in the Middle East, let's just keep it at that. Other side of the world. In general, it's in the Middle East. Some dude who's about 40 years old comes and picks this girl up from her family who is 12 years old because that is to be his wife. This 12-year-old girl is crying, bro. She's losing her shit because she's being plucked from her family to be groomed as this man's wife. I'm like, bro, like, that's to them, that's cool.
That's their culture, though.
Right. So I'm looking at it's the same way we look at like fucking places overseas, how they like have cows walking around in the streets, right. And these motherfuckers are to be praised as, some type of gods amongst men. And then you come over here and you just got a bunch of fucking cows inside of like
burgers, nigga.
Yeah, we finna eat them motherfuckers up. Same, we have dogs in our house. Yeah. We fuck around and have dogs like, as our pets, and we treat them well and we buy them prime rib for fucking dinner. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. There's places in the world where they catch some dogs in the motherfucking jungle and shit, and they chop them bitches up and make stew. You see what I'm saying? So,
that's so sick.
Things are different in different parts of the world. So like even me seeing this dude who's 40 grooming a girl who's 12, it's, to me, in the way I've been raised and the standards we have here, to me, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Over there, that's normal. I wouldn't say normal, but obviously this girl's
normal for their culture.
But this girl's reaction obviously made me think otherwise.
Oh, that's true.
Because she was crying.
Hey, where's a place where they kind of just set you up with someone your age and there's no doubt like you're marrying this motherfucker? India. Okay. I didn't want to get it fucked up, but I know that's a thing somewhere.
I could be wrong, but it's somewhere in.
But
we watched the show. Me and Mom watched the show where it was like some lady who's a matchmaker, and basically if you ain't down at this point, a lot of generations further away from the old ways have been like, I'm not with the whole set me up with somebody from birth type shit. I want to go out and date and meet me somebody. And this lady is Indian, and she also sets Indian people up with other Indian people. But she goes more with the now normal way of doing shit, which is dating in your culture instead of being set up from birth.
Yeah.
But that's how they used to do shit. It was like, yo, I just had a boy. Oh, I just had a girl. Oh, shit. They gonna get married. You know what I mean? It's like, goddamn, motherfuckers can't even hold a bottle yet. You already have them marrying each other.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, but
hey, speaking of just I don't know how you just speaking of like world things and just there's a movie called Waves. Have you seen it?
No.
It fucked me up extremely, dude.
What is it about?
So it's just basically about a young black family, stepmom, and the husband is the father of these kids.
Okay.
The son is an athlete. Dad is training him and shit. He has a girlfriend.
Okay.
Girlfriend ends up getting pregnant.
Yes.
She doesn't want to go through with the abortion.
Okay.
They have an argument. Dude starts to crash out. He sees her with another dude already.
Okay.
He goes to a party to confront her, and he's a little drunk and shit, and he ends up accidentally killing her because he pushes her and she fucking hits her head on the concrete.
Okay.
And it's just like, it's made by A24, and they're really good fucking movie dudes. If I recommend it to anybody. It fucked me up because it was just like, the beginning of the movie is very just like regular life, like going to school, training, wrestling, shit like that.
Right, and then some shit just happens.
Shit happens, and then it turns after he kills her. Obviously, he's scared, he's running, he doesn't know what to do.
Don't kill the movie now.
But then it transforms into how the family moves forward from that. The sister, the mom, the dad, and how life is for the family after the fact of that. Okay. And how hard it is to cope with shit like that.
It's called Waves.
Waves. And it's not nothing like fuck. It's no really action, nothing really like...
Just normal circumstances. Not normal, but...
But yeah, normal shit that could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
Like just on some like, it's just, it could happen type of shit.
Okay.
It has the Mexican girl from Euphoria. That's the only person I can remember. It has some good ass actors though. I'm sorry if I couldn't, but it's really good just for the fact that, again, it's like some normal life shit, and then just at the snap of a finger, like your whole world just flipped.
Okay. And now, what is this on?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah, everybody has Netflix.
Okay.
I recommend it. It fucked me up. Like, I was sitting there thinking about it for like the next day or two, because it's kind of just reminded me of like this home life and like how my life is and how like the similarity is carried over. Right. And that's what fucked me up. Like how quick something can just change. Make me think about Adriana and how she would deal with that and like shit like that, because his sister ended up like receiving death threats and all this because you feel me? Yeah. So it was a pretty fucking good movie. Great visuals and all that shit. Great colors. It looks good. Great acting. I recommend it.
Okay. Waves.
Yep. Waves. Netflix. Check it out.
In other news, we touched on this at the beginning of the episode. Trump has gone off the fucking deep end. We are not a political podcast, so this is non-political, political coverage. Yeah. I have no endorsements to give, nothing, right? But we are going to talk about some shit that I have seen lately as we're coming up to another election. It's just one of those things that we have to talk about. Yeah. So Trump has a gentleman. I have no idea who this cat is. Again, we don't get into politics. Don't know who he is. I just know he has some type of media outlet. And he took it upon himself to find the best AI that he could find, image to image, and inserted President Donald J. Trump into a picture with 6 black men on a porch in what looked like to be a rural fucking neighborhood in some rural state.
But I gotta ask, did he do any type of pose, or is he just sitting there like his tux?
Nah, he's just sitting there in a suit on the porch, and everybody's kind of around him smiling and shit, having a great time. Right. But they're all just sitting on a porch, like some fucking porch in Alabama, let's say. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing fucking. It's not Mar-a-Lago. It's not at a golf course. Right, it's just some white house. And there's 6 black dudes around him, mad normal clothes.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, how racist is AI? Because were they sitting there with like t-shirts, pants sagging, and all that?
No,
shit?
They didn't look hood. They just look very casual.
Okay. I was about to say AI
t-shirts and things like that.
Okay.
And it was funny because they're all looking at the camera. It's like, to be honest with you, AI is some dangerous shit because it looked mad real. If nobody would have told me that it wasn't real, I'd have been like, what the fuck? Like, when did they get this picture? Where's Donald Trump at? Right. Luckily somebody was able to, tag it as like, oh yeah, this is fake. The other thing he did was the same, but with black females. So he's someplace at like an event type of thing. You know, the backdrop isn't very present. You can't tell.
Yeah.
You can just see like four or five black females around him. One got their arm on his, like their hand on his shoulder. And it's the same thing, same pose, like, you know, just Trump without smiling or whatever.
Right.
Come to find out, this is because of him being at a event a few weeks prior, where it was called, it was basically black people who support Trump. And they put on an event, had him there. He went, and he actually made some fucking crazy comments. He was up on stage and he was like, yeah, I think black people kind of fuck with me now because they see my legal trouble and they see me as like one of them. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I had to pause at that point because it's like, so wait a minute. Black people just be in legal troubles, mom? What you trying to say?
What's up with presidents and trying to direct their shit to black people?
Because right now it's one of those things where certain races have drawn the line in the sand. And, you know, like black folks were all about Biden back when he was about to get elected. And then, you know, the president has gone as far as to do some wild shit where he went out and ordered some, you know, some shit that he figured black people would like to try to be more relatable. He told Charlemagne, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's up with y'all trying to get the black audience, bro?
It's a thing. I mean, like, you know, motherfuckers downplay the black folk, but we are those motherfuckers.
We
you know
are
what I mean?
Factor in the presidential election.
Absolutely. And if you can get some type of some traction with us, you know, that turns a lot of people's heads. So, yeah, he's at this podium and he's going, yeah, man. So, yeah, I think black folks fuck with me. He goes, these lights are real bright. I can't see anybody in the audience. Well, I can only see the black ones. I was like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with God, man? Like,
it's just crazy because at this point, like, it's crazy to think that that's something normal one of our former presidents just says.
Yeah. No, to him, it's whatever. But, you know, and it's funny because the black people that are there up at the on stage with him are like laughing and shit. And I'm like, bro, y'all should let him know that it's
not fly.
Yeah, it's not. Sometime later, as you know, President Trump is in some legal trouble. Do I agree with the legal issues that he's going through? I'm not sure I understand them, but I kind of see it as some bullshit. What he did say was he got on commercial and was like, hey, if y'all can afford it, I understand if you can't. Take care of your families, take care of yourself. But if you can, send me some motherfucking money so we can make America great again. What the money is going to is to his legal troubles. And I want to say I heard some type of quote of like $40 million in legal fees. So he's trying to get that taken care of.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of people online, billionaires, who are like, bro, this motherfucker is not as rich as y'all think.
I'm about to say, like, presidents are not that well off.
No, not at all.
No.
Not that we can tell. Don't ever get it twisted. I believe when you are the leader of the free world, you can make some shit happen behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. But
which is, to me, if President Trump was as rich as he says he was, I don't know why you want to be the president. You're only making like a certain amount of money per year.
I think it's like $1 million.
No, it's not even close.
Really?
Nah, it's not $1 million. It's as a matter of fact, public servants aren't really supposed to make that much money. The only reason public servants stay in the roles that they have is because they can make that money behind the scenes, bro. These motherfuckers are taking donations and
taking our tax dollars.
Dollars, shit goes down. You know, like, I ain't even gonna talk about San Francisco and how all this fucking money is funneling through San Francisco, but you still see all these people with drug problems and homeless motherfuckers. It's like, bro, we're getting all this money from the federal government for mental health, drug problems, homelessness, and we still don't see no changes. I'm like, where's all that money going?
Still see syringes on the street.
Exactly. So yeah, I just kind of felt that it was funny that President Trump is actually out here pandering to the black folks and then begging for money at the same time. If nobody's doing anything behind the scenes, there's no reason to want to be a president.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that just seems like a lot of fucking trouble.
I'm about to say, and like, you told me he did an interlude on whose album?
Method Man.
He was in fucking Home Alone. He did all, like, Trump was like,
bro, he was getting too much money just being Trump.
Yeah.
You had a TV show.
Oh, he had a TV show?
Yeah, called Oh, fuck, what was the name of it? But that's where the words "you're fired" come from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was his. It was a reality show. Motherfuckers was on there doing their thing, and then he would get them in a little boardroom and tell somebody each week who was fired.
Oh, okay.
The Apprentice was the name of it.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, well, he had a whole ass TV show.
Yeah, I ain't know none of that, man. It was just kind of like, I mean, that's crazy. I just know Trump was like somebody before being elected. I mean, I guess everybody is technically somebody before.
No, not really. Some of these cats are nobody, besides politics.
That's what I'm saying. Like, before they even get into politics, like,
yeah,
like Biden was somewhat known, but wasn't Biden like a vice president or like something of that nature before?
Yes, he was Obama's vice president.
Oh, okay.
So when Obama was in office, Biden was his vice president.
Got you. Okay.
And then obviously Trump took over,
and then Biden got
into presidency after that.
Got you.
He has been in politics for quite some time,
right?
Because there's a long time lapse I've seen of like what Biden used to look like versus now, and this and that and that. But he's also made some extra ass comments back in the day too. If you look into Biden's politics and like how he saw shit back in the day, he wasn't for the black folks back then. So it's kind of funny how he switched sides, but it's whatever, man. Again, enough with the politics. I just thought that shit was fucking hilarious when I saw the clip. I was like, wow.
Enough with the politics, man. What we gonna talk about is one of our favorite rappers. I wouldn't call him the best, one of the best rappers.
Oh, he's top 5
of all time.
Top 5 in my opinion.
Yeah. So
when you say top 5 of all time, sometimes that shit means something different to other people. I think top 5 all time can be like people who I don't even really have an interest in, but I know they are top 5. You know, like Eminem has to be top 5.
Yeah.
I don't really fuck with Eminem, but he's top 5.
That's true. Okay, so we'll be more specific next time.
Well, definitely. I would say top 5 in our opinions.
Yeah. Quick question. Who would you consider the best rap artists top 5 all time? Not your favorites.
Yeah.
Top 5 all time.
I think I look at longevity and I look at the impact you made on the culture.
And you also just got bars, nigga.
Well, absolutely. Yeah, you can't just be shitty, right? But that kind of comes with the territory. I'm gonna say Tupac is definitely up there because what conversation can you have where nobody brings up Tupac?
Tupac still gets brought up to this day.
Yeah, I'm not a Biggie fan. Biggie had some dope music.
Yep.
But what he meant to New York is really fucking big. So he has to be in the top 5.
Okay.
Jay-Z, no interest in Jay-Z. But I mean, the motherfucker is a mogul and brings hip hop everywhere.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Snoop Dogg is one of those where like
I think we said this last night. Snoop Dogg just one of the biggest rappers / artists of like all time.
So what could you say? Like to me, if it's basically like, do you take hip hop and put that trajectory on it? And Snoop Dogg does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Snoop and Jay-Z are in the same lane to me. You can't go nowhere in the world and say Snoop Dogg and somebody who don't even speak this language probably knows who he is.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfucker was in a Tide commercial with Paris Hilton. He was doing shit with Martha Stewart. Like,
and let's just not forget, like, that's just current shit. Like, I showed you this shit the other day. I picked up a Snoop Dogg CD from back in the day, the Top Dog album.
Right.
I listened to that shit. I was like, bro, Snoop Dogg was clean as fuck back in the day. Now he's more definitely like,
yeah,
you know, I mean, bro has grandkids at this point, but
right. No, he was dope.
Right.
Snoop was that motherfucker.
What's that song? Boom, boom, boom.
Oh yeah, and my bass goes boom.
That shit slapped. I never knew about that shit before I bought that CD.
Yeah, that was he was on No Limit with that.
Yeah, that's the album. No Limit, Top Dog.
There's a few. He had a 3 or 4 album deal with No Limit.
Oh, okay.
So when Death Row took a shit and he had nowhere to go, P took him in. Yeah, Master P took him in and signed him to a 4 album deal, but was helping him to gain his own structure because Snoop Dogg was signed to a label.
Right.
He didn't have his own shit.
Right.
So P took him in, signed him to his label for a certain amount of albums to get that rolling, but also gave him the game of like, here, bro, get your own shit started.
I think it's kind of criminal that we haven't had a Snoop Dogg documentary yet.
I think there's so much known about Snoop Dogg that there's not really a need for a documentary, but I get it. Yeah, we have we have a Biggie, We have an NWA. We got a Tupac. There's a lot of fucking biography.
We're getting the Michael Jackson one.
Right. But Snoop definitely deserves one.
100%.
For sure.
Especially just like you could get an actor for these smaller. I mean, you could, bro. It's Snoop Dogg, bro. Like,
yeah, it's not that hard.
No, it's Snoop Dogg. Bro.
I just don't like the dude who played Snoop Dogg in NWA. I didn't think he played a good Snoop.
I like the one who played him in the Tupac movie.
Yeah, that one was cool.
Yeah, that one was cool.
Yeah. So that was 4, right? And I want to say 5. Like, damn, it's a hard question right off the top of my head. But I'm gonna say Scarface because Scarface has been through so much of the history in hip hop, and Southern culture has such a big deal, has so much to do in hip hop.
Right.
And a lot of motherfuckers got their game from Scarface. He's from Texas. And I would say at this point, if you were to follow Scarface's career, he's one of the oldest elder statesmen in hip hop that's still active.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's a good top 5.
Okay.
I'm sure some people would disagree, but that's me. I don't think anybody gives a shit about my opinion, but since we went that route, there we go.
Nah, it's always a good thing just to like, you know. And again, if I was to name my top 5, it would be completely different all the time because we definitely different eras of music.
Oh yeah, because there's gonna be some older cats who listen to this and they're like, "Bro, you didn't bring up KRS-One or
Nas, nigga."
Yeah, well, yeah, Nas would be in that category, but there's some people who are from a whole different generation that I'm sure people are like, "Bro, you didn't bring up KRS-One or Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5." But to me, I was so young, I didn't really get a grasp of how much they contributed.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But to me, those are the rappers from my era. When I started listening to hip hop, those are the motherfuckers that I really recognized.
Yep.
And yes, your shit would be different because you don't have as much of a foothold in my era. You know what I'm saying? It's only what I've let you hear or what I've told you about these cats, and maybe you were interested in listening.
And it's the same shit with basketball, bro. Like,
yeah,
it's like, bro, like I'm not saying Tyler's in my top 5, but I feel like when I went to that Tyler concert and just seen like the pull he had on these motherfuckers, like I feel like when you see that shit in real time, it also elevates that for you.
It absolutely does.
Like, bro, because I ain't know Tyler was like that at all.
Right.
Until I seen him do his shit in person, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. No, it absolutely.
Yeah. So it's shit like that. But moving more into the hip hop talking.
Yeah.
Blue Shirt reviewing the Blue Lips. Got him. Fucking got him.
Blue Lips came out on what day?
Blue Lips, March 1st.
March 1st.
March 1st.
And we were in
Hawaii.
Yeah, when it came out.
Let's give them your story of it. Okay, let's just give them the background. It came out. We was doing some shit that night.
Yeah, so we didn't have a chance to like. So we had this thing where we were like, all right, so we need to hurry up and finish what we're doing. So me and DeAndre gonna break out. We're gonna get in a rental and turn on Blueface. We're gonna go somewhere and just listen. Now, if you don't know, we're huge fucking Schoolboy Q fans. TDE in general, but Schoolboy Q, Kendrick, Absol, Isaiah Rashad. If these cats drop, we listening attentively. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do that. Something happened that night, and we just didn't get a chance to do it.
I think everybody was just burnt out.
Right. But no, that wasn't it, because I still wanted to go listen, but there was something popping. Either way, we didn't get a chance to do it. I had a chance to listen to it the following day. We were headed someplace. I think we were going to North Beach that day in Honolulu. I put it on the way. I'm listening to it, and I was kind of disappointed.
Let's go through it. First song was not a banger.
Right. Here's the issue I had. I was expecting some of the older albums. Oxymoron. Blank Face. I was expecting some of that, and I didn't get it. So I was just kind of like, what the fuck? Oddly enough, I got home. Came back from Honolulu, got home, had a more clear mind, listened to it a few more times, because DeAndre was in the car like, well, you don't like this song? And I'm like, nah. He's like, damn, that's crazy. I like this. And he had probably about six songs off the rip where he was kind of like, these bang. The rest of this shit is not good. I was like, bro, I think I only like 2 or 3 songs off of this. Off of a Schoolboy Q album, that's crazy. I've had some time to digest this. It's been 3 weeks now.
Yep.
And I can say that I like a lot more of the album now. I've also listened to where he was going with it. Now, that shouldn't be a prerequisite. An artist shouldn't have to get out here and tell you what they was trying to do in order for you to like it.
Right.
But now that I've had an explanation from him when he went to Back on Fig and a couple of other outlets, especially Drink Champs.
Yeah.
The Drink Champs episode kind of like helped me to mold my head and listening ears into that whole thing he tried to put out there.
Right.
As many times as he flipped the beat on a lot of that shit, I was kind of like, why, bro? Why? But it was... He basically said it. He was like, bro, in this TikTok era, you got about 30 to 60 seconds to let somebody know what you're trying to do before they just tune the fuck out.
Yep.
I was like, oh, wow. So he's like, this was not a hits project for me. I can do that. That shit is easy. And every time they ask him a question, what about that song with Travis Scott? Oh, man, that's a hit. That's easy. Oh, what about that song with Lil Baby? Oh, that shit is easy. To him, this album was more or less like, this is my art project.
Right. And I mean, I see that because, like, bro, like, my girl, she's very, like, artistic. Like, and she just said, like, off top, like, that cover album is hard as fuck. Like, just, like, the whole shit of it. And I was like, I can see where you're coming from. I kind of started to understand it after a couple weeks of just having the album. I was like, oh, okay, like, the cover album is pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of just the vocal point of the entire album, Blue Lips.
Yeah. No, it's, It was better than I first said it was.
Okay.
I'll admit that. I first did not like it, and I was extremely disappointed. It was like I couldn't figure out a way to articulate how bad the album was to me because of what I was expecting.
And that's something he said too. Like, he was like, I don't want to just drop and just stay in this landing. I want to branch. Like, I want motherfuckers to you type shit. And I get it. And it's not to say, like, he did have some of his old shit on there. And just, in general, I mean, it wasn't my favorite Schoolboy Q album.
No.
But it's not to say that I'm still not listening to it right now.
Yeah. No, there's some certain songs on there that kind of don't fall off.
Nah, like, bro, like, 100%. I mentioned this already. Thank God for me I already was listening to that prior album. And there's no difference. I honestly like the YouTube version more because it feels more hyped up, if I'm being honest.
You know what I do like? It's the beat changes are... I'm not from that era, and I get it. This album isn't for me. But I'm not from the era where you need to change the beat in order to keep my attention. When Thank God for Me starts, if you were to keep that motion, that'd probably be one of my favorite songs for forever. But when the beat switches, it kind of fucks me up a little bit. But I've gotten used to listening to that song and appreciating the parts that I do like, help me to digest the parts that I'm really not as fond of where the beat switches.
Right.
Blue Slides is my shit because...
Bro, speaking of Blue Slides, I just want to shout out because we don't listen to like mainstream ass artists. So when I hear this shit in public, it's just like, it almost like a proud moment. When I was at the gym yesterday, I heard them playing Blue Slides and I was like, my nigga made it.
Yeah.
Not to say he didn't make it already,
right?
But like, getting his recognition, getting his appreciation, I fuck with that.
Yeah. That's funny that they play at the gym. That's maybe the slowest song I've ever heard.
Yeah. But they played it.
But I'm a big jazz fan. So that song already just... I remember when we were playing it in the car, I was like, all right, I like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of songs on there that I do fuck with. And
let's just quick as fuck. I'm only gonna make it a minute.
Absolutely.
Funny Guy, not hard.
No.
Not a banger. Pop in the concert, that shit's gonna rock, but not a banger on some regular shit. Thank God for Me, banger. Blue Slides, banger. Yearn, I feel like is another concert song, but if it plays, I'll let it play. If I can skip it, I'll skip it. Lovebirds, not a banger. Movie with AZ Chike, banger.
Is that how you say his name? Or
AZ Chike.
AZ Chike?
Yeah.
I tried looking up, bro, and I'm not a fan.
That's crazy, bro, because I did the same thing, and I was like, bro, like, how?
Yeah.
Did you listen to the most recent album after the Blue Lips?
Yeah, that's the one where he's got the purple and blue.
Yeah, did you like it?
No.
Man, that's crazy. I was like, bro.
He got a song with Rucci, and I was like, oh, this is going to be dope. And I was just like,
Yeah.
Now, for an old nigga like me, means nothing. If you catch catch wind of this interview or this review, hey, bro, nothing personal. I'm old. I'm not with the new school shit. That's not my lane, and it's not for me to review. I liked the shit you did on Blue Lips, and that song was dope. So I was expecting what you did there to be what you always do. And when I looked up at the motherfucking catalog, I was just like, oh, that's not what he did. Right. Like he actually changed what he normally does to fit
Blue
that.
Lips. Yep.
So hey, shout outs to bruh for what he did on one of my favorite rappers' albums.
Fucking I didn't know that, but AZ Chike is a motherfucker who made he a op. What the fuck I'm going fight for? Okay, I didn't know that.
Never heard it.
Oh really?
No.
Oh that was a popular song like 4 years ago.
Okay.
Cooties, not a banger. Didn't like it. Ohio with Freddie Gibbs. I'm still like I like it sometimes, and then sometimes I don't. But
that's funny because it switches beats 3, maybe 4 times.
3 times. One in the beginning, one middle, one slow. One fast, back to slow.
There's a beat in there where barely anybody rapping, and I'm like, bro, if this would have been where y'all two went off,
right,
it would have been fucking fire. But that's not what happened. So whatever. 2 of my favorite rappers on the same track, and it was a terrible song. I've never listened to it since. That's crazy.
I'm not pronounce this. Fawkes. I don't know. Folk. Oh, Folk. Okay, Folk with Absol. I like it. I wouldn't say it's a banger, but I like it. The beat is weird, but I like it.
I do like Absol's contribution on it. I wasn't a fan of Schoolboy Q's contribution. Okay. I thought that Absol really did his shit.
Yeah, Absol definitely did his shit on that.
Yeah.
New, I'm not gonna lie, I probably played that once and deleted it. Mm-hmm. Back in Love, I like it. Not a banger though. I like it though.
I like it a lot.
Lost Times, I like that. Mm-hmm. Didn't like Germany 86. Time Killers is growing on me.
Yeah.
And I definitely like Pig. And then Smile. I mean, it was an outro. I'm pretty sure no one expects much of the outro, so I didn't like it.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's not one of my favorite Schoolboy Q projects. As a matter of fact, it's probably my least favorite, but it is very... It did mean something to me that now that Kendrick was gone, Schoolboy Q did take the helm of doing something that meant things.
Right.
Instead of just making some hits. And again, he didn't admit to that, but I do see the parallel lines drawn. And now that Kendrick went to PG Lang, Schoolboy Q is actually the artistic person on that label now. And maybe one of the higher known names on TDE. Now that Kendrick gone. Yeah. So I can appreciate the album for what it is. And there are some songs on there that do stick, technically. So I was extremely upset when it first dropped because I didn't have the vision. Now that it's had some time to grow on me, I'm like, nah, I like this.
Yep.
I like this.
And transitioning into a Kendrick Lamar type of thing, saying his name, we might as well just talk about it right here off the top.
Say his name, and I promise you're going to see Candyman.
Yep. So this Thursday night, 9:00 Pacific Standard Time, we got "We Don't Trust You" by Future and Metro Boomin. Mm-hmm. I'm not a Future fan. I do like Metro Boomin's production though. Yeah, I gave it a quick listen. The morning after and the night of, I started seeing things talking about Kendrick's verse on Like That, Kendrick's verse on Like That, Kendrick snapped on Like That, Kendrick dissed Drake and J. Cole on Like That. Mm-hmm. Next morning, I had to listen to it. I listened to it. Bruh sent fucking shots.
Yes, he did.
He rumbling. He rumbling the rap gang right now.
I like the fact that there was no featuring Kendrick Lamar even on the track.
Yeah, no, I love. If any artists are listening out here, especially like when you're a bigger artist like Future and shit like that, and you have more notoriety. Yeah, bro, don't put them features on that track, dude. Yeah, that shit hits way harder. Yeah, like bro, when Cole did that shit with fucking the off season. And the 21 Savage, Moray, Lil Baby came on. I was like, oh shit, nigga.
Yeah, especially if it's a dope feature. Right. Yeah.
So shit like that, I like. It's more of a surprise and it hits harder too. Yeah. Like I seen Kai Cenat react to it. He was reacting to it because he didn't know the features. He heard Kendrick on. He was like, hold on. Because especially Kendrick, but especially a motherfucker like Kendrick, he don't do features no more. Right. Like that. Right. So you get Kendrick for a feature, you know you finna have something on your hands right now.
So to take this further, and push it
and
to the
just
next.
Let people know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, I guess in retrospect, J. Cole and Drake had a song,
First person shooter.
If you haven't heard it, I don't know what to tell you. It was a cool song. It was good. I think J. Cole really pushed that song, to be honest with you.
No, 100%.
I'm not gonna front. But it was a cool song. If I'm not gonna say I listened to it hella times. So here's my question to you. Wasn't it J. Cole in that song who said that him, Kendrick, and Drake are the top three?
Yeah.
Okay. So J. Cole has always been cool with Kendrick.
J. Cole is actually the motherfucker who introduced Dr. Dre to Kendrick.
Okay. All right. So there's a lot of things that moving pieces. My question here is, when I told you, I was like, damn, bro, it went down. And you were like, yeah. I say, so it's just Kendrick taking flight on Drake. He's like, and J. Cole. Do you really believe that?
I think more or less what it is, bro, is kind of like, yeah, J. Cole gave him his flowers, but what I've been reading and what I've been seeing is like, because Drake and J. Cole went on tour together.
Yes.
So now they're kind of just like, oh, we're the greatest alive, this, and that, and like, we're like the best, this, and that, kind of just like.
But Cole said there's top three and it's me, Kendrick, and Drake.
Right, but okay, but you also have to remember, like, that's just Cole. Like, Kendrick and Drake have their own little like dynamic that hasn't been solved. It
sounds as if we're going back to the argument I had with female rappers, where it's like, if you cool with him, then you no longer cool with me.
I wouldn't even.
It's very fucking kindergarten, man.
I would say that, but
y'all niggas is sensitive as shit.
No, but also you got to remember, Kendrick has always been on that competitive rap game shit.
I get it, and I understand it.
Because Kendrick dissed Cole back in 2013 on that Control verse, and that's where this all started, technically.
But that was like he put a verse out that basically said, I'm trying to kill everybody's careers. It was more of a boast to himself.
No, yeah.
And he was, by putting you on the list in that song, what do you say? J. Cole, Big Sean, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
He was basically shouting those niggas out.
Type shit.
The way he did it was not like y'all niggas is ass. He basically said, y'all motherfuckers are big out here, but I'm trying to make
sure your core fans never heard of you niggas.
Exactly. So he meant it in jest. And again, you can take it however you want, but that's how I received it.
Nah, yeah.
I just feel like J. Cole caught a couple strays if it's toward J. Cole in this diss, but all I heard was Drake has an album called For All the Dogs, is it For All the Dogs or For My Dogs?
For All the Dogs.
Okay. Kendrick took a shot at that album title.
Yeah, okay, so I'll just say.
He also said something about first person shooter.
Yep.
And then the other very distinctive diss that I heard was,
fuck the big three. It's just big me.
That's it. So that was the only thing I could hear him say about Cole. But again,
no, you want to hear some other shit that was hard that he said though?
Yeah, let's see.
He said, nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack.
That's true.
Basically saying that he's Prince and that Drake gonna die out before him, like Mike Jack, because he made the comparison to himself being Mike Jack on first person shooter when he surpassed Mike Jack for most number ones all time.
Oh, okay. I didn't do the science.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
That was another one.
Okay.
Like that shit was hard as fuck.
Yeah, Kendrick is kind of unmatched.
No, there's nobody's. And the craziest thing is Drake does not want that.
Now, see, Drake has a different audience, and as far as like comparing Kendrick and Drake, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, it's not the same.
No, it's not the same.
I don't even see how you can compare the two.
But I'm saying, like, if Drake wants to, he couldn't even do it. That's what I'm saying. Like, he couldn't really do it, even if he wanted to. He lost to Pusha T, man.
Yeah.
He lost to Pusha T.
Because he doesn't have the rap chops. He definitely has the artist chops.
Yeah.
Making songs. You know, Mos Def had that thing where he was like, he's a target artist. And, you know, that was kind of a somewhat diss. But to be honest with you, it's more of a compliment. It's a backhanded compliment, but it's a compliment. Yeah. If you can make such rounded out music that you can walk into a gym, a McDonald's, a Target, a department store, and they are playing your music, bro, you are that dude.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that you're a top tier lyricist. You see what I'm saying?
You make good music.
You make really good, well-rounded, and well-received music, which is what everybody wants to do.
Right.
Kendrick, you can't go into Target and hear Kendrick.
Nah.
Because Kendrick is in a different lane. It's hip hop. That's real rap. Now, if you have a problem with the fact that you're not considered real rap, real hip hop, and you have a problem with being like a more rounded artist, then you have to take a look at the fact that you're making that music and that's what you're known for. So don't be upset. That's like me saying, hey, man, our podcast isn't considered one of the best country podcasts. Like, motherfucker, y'all talking about nothing but, there's no country in it.
Right.
So how would you be considered that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel about Drake, feeling as if, he's not a top tier rapper. It's like, you're not.
You're not.
But you definitely make some jams, bro.
You're definitely going to be remembered.
I mean, you are the biggest artist in this genre, but we're not going to put you in the lyricist genre. We're not going to put you in the hardcore hip hop rap genre.
Like, bro, it's crazy to like say, it's crazy to compare like Eminem to Drake because Eminem really raps this shit.
Thank you.
Raps, nigga.
Yes.
Drake makes music.
Yeah, he makes music and he sings and does some crooning and shit.
Don't get me wrong, Drake raps time to time.
Yes, he does.
But to say he's one of the best rappers,
I don't see him as a rapper though.
Exactly, he's a musician. He makes music.
And he's not even a musician because musicians play instruments. I definitely see where you're going. Just the wrong wording, but yes, a well-rounded music artist.
Right.
That's what we're both on the page.
I feel like
right?
Kendrick is trying to get more into that lane with that whole Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper shit.
But it was still like everything Kendrick did on that album was still rapping. Though. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Kendrick and J. Cole, that's a whole different that's a different setup because that's for sure like those are two evenly matched.
Right.
As far as skill level, lyricism, all that shit, those motherfuckers match up.
Yeah.
Drake and Kendrick are not even matched.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like not even close. I think it's closer to like Future and fucking Drake. You know what I mean? Like to where they talk about girls and fucking all the time. It's kind of like that. Kendrick don't have that time. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got time for that bullshit.
And just for all the people who are like bigger Drake fans, know more about Drake and Future.
Right.
The only reason, I guess, this is all speculation. This is not factual, but just what came out and like how this has all went down. Apparently, according to people, is that Drake and Future fell out over a bitch. And you can hear it on one of the songs on the album. He's technically talking about, he doesn't name drop him, but he's kind of like talking about it, this and that. And we talked about before, I'll run through it. Metro Boomin and Drake don't like each other. Weeknd and Drake don't like each other. Weeknd was doing a bunch of ad-libs on this album. So it's just more fingers pointing to the fact that Future and Drake ain't like that no more.
Yeah, and it's called We Don't Trust You.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot of fucking innuendo.
Right. So it's come to the point where we're kind of sitting there like, I don't think people, that's what they're saying. They fell out over a girl. All this shit's pointing towards that type of thing. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. And people are, there's the memes have been fucking hilarious. You remember that meme of from Beyond Scared Straight where they came and woke up the little kid out of his bed. It was like, get, and they handed him the towel and shit.
Yeah.
They showed, the caption was J. Cole waking up JID to go make a Baby Keem diss.
I mean, listen, man, the fact that there's a possibility that this all stemmed from a female, that Future and Drake are beefing is fucking hilarious.
I would even say
motherfuckers gotta grow up, bro.
Nah, yeah, that part too.
Y'all some rich ass motherfuckers.
Y'all can have any bitch y'all want.
You beefing over some pussy is hilarious. Like in any other time, it's like motherfuckers will rap that same bar of like, I don't give a fuck about the bitch, you can have her and da-da-da-da. But then once another nigga come and take her, then you crash out, make a diss album and get all the niggas who this motherfucker don't like to get on the album. It's like, bruh, I thought you didn't care you could have the bitch. Nigga, this is completely opposite of what you've been talking about.
No, that's true.
Motherfuckers are so hypocritical. But again, that's y'all soft ass rap niggas, man. Again, another reason why I don't listen to most of you motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
I don't, because I don't believe you. We don't trust you, nigga. We don't believe you. I don't believe nothing you niggas say.
I'm about to say, yeah, Future is definitely like, I don't keep up with Future at all. But even like the whole trolling with the Jalen Russell Wilson, and the bitch Future knocked down and she had his kid, and Russell Wilson's taking care of him now.
Bro, listen, if you ain't gonna take care of your kids and another motherfucker is gonna come take care of them, shut the fuck up. Sit down, nigga.
Right.
That's my part. Now, see, this is coming from, I have a different perspective. Fuck the music. Fuck all that other shit. I'm coming from a fatherly perspective. If you gonna be a bitch ass nigga who's not gonna raise your kids, and somebody is gonna step in and raise your kids and give that kid a father figure so he don't get lost in the world, shut the fuck up and sit down.
Right.
Straight up and down. And if you don't like it, see me about it. You know what I'm saying? Because again, that's our problem in the black community, is we can just do what the fuck we want. Just, oh, I ain't with that bitch no more. I don't fuck with her. So now you don't fuck with your kids. Okay. Well, now listen, now you have another positive black role model move in, tries to be a father to your child. He's not trying to be his father, just a black role model in the home so that these motherfuckers don't get lost, man, because that's our biggest issue in the black community, is some of these kids get lost in the world without somebody to look to for advice or some type of path. And now you gonna get mad at a motherfucker for trying to make sure that this young black child has a father out here trying to show him something.
That's real shit.
Go fuck yourself,
That's real shit, though, because a couple months ago, I don't know if it was both their kids or just Boosie kid or T.I. kid, but one of their kids came out and was talking about some, nigga, I want to move back to the hood, this, and that.
That was T.I.'s kid.
Bruh.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
like, what the fuck, nigga?
But that young man just wants to have some credibility.
Right, bruh. It's just it's like, but I don't know if T.I. is present in bro's life or whatever the fuck, but
he is.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's just a dumb nigga.
Yeah. To be fair, bro. I mean, you know, he crashed out on you've seen that clip. That was the one where he crashed out on his mom and dad, where he was kind of telling his dad, "Don't touch me, don't talk to me." I think they were at a football game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Tiny was like, "What did you talking about?" But that's when he admitted that he sucked on a passy till he was 13, which calling something a passy is like hilarious. Pacifier. But that's why the motherfucker's jaw looked like that, because he'd been sucking on a pacifier for so long. That was kind of out of pocket. But King is a strange looking child. That's not the point I was trying to make. You took me out of my zone. I don't like Future because of the way he has an outlook of like, fuck these hoes, I'm fucking this bitch, I'm fucking that bitch, I'm fucking, all about the fucking. But then when you just diss this female who, Sierra, I don't know nothing about Sierra, but I know he had some kids with her.
Yeah.
And now he don't fuck with them kids. Russell Wilson seems to be a pretty stand-up dude. He ain't got that hood shit in him. He's just a fucking football player. So to him, he don't know none of these politics, these unknown hood politics of like, bro, don't be pushing the stroller that my son is in and this and that and that. Bro, I've married this woman. She had kids with somebody else. That didn't scare me off. I just said, fuck it. I love this woman. I'm going to marry her. I'm going to take them kids and I'm going to be the best father/husband, stepfather, whatever you want to call it, that I can be. That's all he knows. Yeah. And now to push the stroller that your son is in and then to get mad and say something to this square ass nigga and try to get on some, pressure him into something. Bro, you's a bitch.
I would even say square, because if we want to talk about it, Russell Wilson, the whole ass football player, like,
yeah, he'll beat your ass. He'll beat your ass.
Like, let's get real. Like, that nigga jacked as fuck. Like, yeah, if we being for real,
Russell Wilson will beat your ass, but he ain't about that life. So right. You gonna give him that smoke because he ain't gonna give it back to you.
Type shit.
You's a bitch. So again, I don't agree with the fact that man can't be a positive black role model in a home because you said so. Like, just because you sent your kid a Gucci bag every year don't mean that you's a father, man.
Yeah, bro, that's a lot of shit twisted with these motherfuckers now. Like,
again, I just don't like it. I mean, my grandfather and my father were present. I am present. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm on some fucking throne. I just see the hypocrisy in the black community, and I think a lot of our downfalls start from not having a father in the home. We just get real fucking loose with like, let's just have some kids. And then once I'm done with old girl, I just don't got nothing to do with it. And I have seen that changing in the new generation. I will say I have your generation and whatever stems like a little bit older than you.
Yeah.
Y'all have had a lot of, I give y'all a lot of credit. It seems like you see the hypocrisy from the dumb shit that our generation had, and you guys make some changes. Because I have seen a lot of gentlemen who the only reason they're being held back from being fathers and shit to their kids is now the baby mamas.
Right.
Because they be on some ratchet shit.
Yeah.
And they like, don't come around here. Da, 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 da. I saw a video clip of some cat who came and brought his daughter some food. And the baby mama don't want him in the house, so he's dropping off. That. Oh, you saw it.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, what about my other kids? He's like, man, listen, I had a kid with you.
Right.
Whatever these niggas are doing with the kids that you have with these other niggas, then talk to them.
Right.
But I'm not about to bring all these kids some food. I understood her point because she's like, well, then my daughter is the only one who gets some food and my other kids got to look at her eating the food. He's like, that's not my problem. That's a you problem.
Yeah, that is a you problem, though.
It is. But I mean, the motherfucker seemed to have been at least coming by to bring something for his daughter. I don't know the circumstances. But again, I just kind of see a lot of young black males stepping up and making sure that they can do what they can around the female that they had a kid with stipulations. Because a lot of times they make it real difficult. Oh, you ain't with me no more, then you can't see your kid, or you can't da-da-da-da, which is some punk shit. But as black folks, we definitely got to get it together. Like when you lay down with somebody, make sure that this is the person you want to be with, not just somebody who is kind of like, for now, it's cool. Because once y'all can't stand each other, that makes it really difficult in these children's lives. They either don't have a mama or a daddy. And those aspects are very important coming up, man.
Yeah, at this point, bro, like, motherfuckers, it's sad to say, but motherfuckers don't think about the kid like that, bro.
No, the kid is secondary, unfortunately.
The kid, like, motherfuckers don't think, like, the kid don't have a life type of shit, bro.
Yes.
Like, I've seen it just in, like, I ain't gonna say no names because it's more specific to my community, but like I've just seen that. Like I was like, bro, like what the fuck? Like this kid is an actual human being, my nigga. It's not just no fucking like a pair of shoes type of shit, bro.
Nah, but understand, like, I don't want this to be this podcast, but you know what? Fuck it, man. Because I'm not gonna sit here and act like me and your mom are like gonna be vilified for saying what we have done or whatever. Like, fuck that, man. I made a concerted effort to lay down with somebody who I knew I wanted to be with. So when we had children, it wasn't going to be no fucking issues. We were together. We were starting a family. That's how the fuck we did it. So if you don't like this, you feel like this is a pat on the back to myself, go fuck yourself. Here's the thing. Let's just put you in a situation where all you have is your mom. Like, I'm a bitch ass nigga and I ain't got nothing to do with you. I just come around at Christmas and send you a pair of drawers and socks, right?
Right.
There's certain things that as a man, you need to see from a man.
Right.
Now, if you don't have that man present and you don't have that guidance, I don't want to say leadership or guidance. Sometimes I use the wrong words.
It's guidance. It's for surely guidance.
Okay. If you don't have that, there's going to be blank spots where you now have to go to other avenues to find these things out.
And I've seen that shit firsthand. I have partners whose fathers wasn't present in their life and things of that nature. And it's like you can, I wouldn't say see the differences, but for lack of a better words, yeah, like you could see like the voids that were filled and unfilled because of that fact.
Absolutely. So again, motherfuckers from my era, that was a big thing. Motherfuckers were having children, fucking, and then just, oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, it ain't mine. You're like, what? Nigga, yes, it is. Right. And if it ain't, then go get a fucking, paternity test or whatever. Maury was giving the motherfuckers out like candy. That was the problem. A lot of people were just like, I don't give a fuck. It's just a kid. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, damn, that's sad, bro.
Right.
But again, I just bring this around to say that your generation, it seems like y'all are much smarter. There's a lot of things y'all do as far as like inclusivity. Inclusivity?
Yeah, it's a big word.
Okay. All right, nigga, I see you. But I see that y'all have no problem with the LGBTQ agenda. To me, that helped me seeing the younger crowd and being as accepting as y'all are. It helped me to digest what's going on with that movement.
Right.
And to be able to hear some people go, yo, so what happens if these people ain't accepted, how do black folks get in? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's a very good point. Y'all stepped up to the plate on a lot of things, and I give y'all a lot of credit. Everybody who's listening to this, if you are, I don't know, within the ages of 15 to 25, 30, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a generation, like 15, 20 years?
Yeah.
Y'all have stepped up and done a lot of things that I'm very impressed with. And I want that to continue.
And here's something that's like completely different from my generation that like I talked about this with my girl the other day, where that one question that always goes around, I feel like it's gone around forever. Gay son or thought daughter? And it's like, bro, like at this point, bro, like I wouldn't really give a fuck to have a gay son.
Yeah, I guess I would have to think of it as you being gay.
Yeah. Like how would that affect you? In all honesty,
I don't know that I wouldn't have a problem. I'm not saying that I would disown you. I'm saying, would I not care? I would care.
Okay.
I would have, you're my son. I love you unconditionally.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that doesn't change. But then the prospect of me not having grandchildren or lineage following, I think I would probably, because of where I come from, bro, I'm not going to lie. Me in my generation, nothing wrong with the gay folk, but we didn't want nothing to do with the gay folk.
Right.
At this point in my life, now, seeing y'all, I'm like, you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with no gay people. I have a conversation with a gay dude, a whoop, 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 and da, 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 da.
That's exactly how I put it, bro. It was, in my thing, it was like, bro, because I guess I could come off as homophobic sometimes, like when I'm joking. Because I say faggot, bro. It's like, bro, like I say faggot to like something that's not something gay.
Yeah,
so
it's like Michael in The Office.
Type shit. So,
he said it. He said, we usually just call things faggy. It doesn't mean anything about being gay.
Right. So I had this conversation saying for the fact that like, bro, I've had conversations with gay people. I've held these conversations. I don't hate these motherfuckers. It's really more or less like this is a scenario I put it, and I'll put this scenario for everybody. I'm chopping it up with a gay dude, having a normal ass conversation, talking about the weather, talking about work. Bro tries to get at me. I'm gonna first off respectfully, nah, bro, I don't roll like that, but I appreciate it because that's a compliment in its own way.
Yes.
If he keeps on going, that's when we have an issue, and I'm like, hey, nigga.
Yeah.
That's where it's kind of a thing, like where it's like not hate, but it's like, hey, nigga, back up. I just told you respectfully, like it's not like that, whatever. But if you continue to try to press that, and now you like hollering like, nigga, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that to you, this and that. It's like, all right, nigga, now we gotta fight, or we have a real issue.
Well, you know what's funny is if it was a female who did that, you can't fight them. Because as a female sexually harassing you, as a man, your first instinct is like, bitch, back the fuck off.
Right.
But it's a female. So you can't slap the shit out of them or anything like that. Like for you to get that amped up is crazy. But a dude doing it, it's not the fact that you're a gay dude and I'm trying to be like hateful to gay people.
Right.
But at the end of the day, no matter how you slice it, I'm a man. And you are another man disrespecting me. So now the no hitting of females shit is off the table.
Yeah.
So now you just harassing me and I should whoop your ass.
Yeah,
I don't care if you identify as what. You're a dude. And instinctively, my instincts are kicking in as I need to whoop this nigga's ass.
Yeah, because I feel like that shit just, it gets different because it's like, it's a female. It's like, bro, like,
right,
I have
you don't
the
put
right,
your hands.
I have the right to hit you, bro. Like, I told you respectfully, like, nah,
right.
I don't roll like that. It's cool though.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. And now you like harassing the fuck out of me, telling me you finna do this. And that's why I feel like people got it fucked up. Just because someone respectfully declined don't mean they hate you, bro.
No. There's never any hate.
Yes, none like that at all.
I can't hate nobody at this point in my life, especially. And I have done a lot of fucking homework on like the, you know, now that they have said, hey man, there's the gender wars or whatever you want to call it. Like I definitely see that there's a movement of people just like an Asian community, a black community, whoever community, there is a gay community. Yeah. And if you can't get the respect to the gay folks to get their rights and their respect, what makes you think you gonna get that respect for the Asian community or for the black community or for anybody else, right? You have to, it's fair across the board, but then there's a respect level that always needs to be taken. Yep. And I think that's the only thing I've been hung up on is now, instead of respecting gay folks and respecting their boundaries, respecting everything that stands for them. Like if you a black dude, you don't want to hear somebody say nigga.
Right.
If you are a gay dude, you don't want to hear somebody say faggot.
Right.
I definitely understand that.
No, most definitely.
You see what I'm saying? Like when you put oranges to oranges, it's kind of like, yeah, I definitely get it. So I have been conscious because, again, our generation used to say those words would mean something completely different. Right. Just like how fucking back in the day, motherfucker like Michael Jackson, you know, I'm bad. Bad, a lot of people were like, what you mean? You a criminal? No, bad is actually a word that has been changed to mean something else. So the word faggot would actually just mean like asshole or punk bitch or whatever the fuck. But and now you have to be conscious of the fact that somebody can be sensitive because it means something. So we go there. The only thing is like when somebody says, if I say, because I've been raised with some manners, excuse me, ma'am, excuse me, sir, and somebody doesn't adhere to those pronouns, now I'm a target because I was trying to be so conscious of being a nice person and using my manners to address people.
No, yeah, that shit. I mean,
and so now I'm the target because I said sir or ma'am in order to do what I think is right. But because now it's ingrained in me, I've taught you the same thing. Say thank you. Say please. Say you're welcome. You always done a really good job of that ever since you was young. But if you were to include sir or ma'am the way I have taught you, then you get vilified for it. And I don't feel as if we've given a fair shake in that.
Yeah, nah, most definitely. I feel like, and also, bro, like we said this before, a lot of that shit just comes with time, bro. Like
it has to.
And I will say this, like, when that whole Isaiah Rashad shit came out, like that shit changed my perspective a lot in the fact where it was all like, I still fuck with bruh.
Yeah.
I was like, bruh, it's still like one of my favorites.
Yep.
So that doesn't really change nothing for me. So like that complete, and he has even came out and like talked about that specifically.
Right.
But just knowing the fact and like the fact that nothing really changed in my mind or like how I receive the dude in general, like his artistry and his music and himself.
Yeah.
That changed my perspective because I was like, bro, it's really like no issue. Like, bro, what you do at home with your significant other has nothing to do with me. You make music and I'm gonna fucking go see you in concert and buy the album. Yeah. Yeah. As simple as that. So it's just, it comes with time, bro. Like not many people have had that wake up call yet. And like,
that's true.
Shit of that nature. So it, like a lot of that shit just comes with time. And like that whole sir and ma'am shit, I won't lie, that shit fucked me up. Like I would say like last week. Cause sometimes, bro, like I can't distinguish what you are. Like, cause some of these people look like they can be either. And that's not rude.
No, it's not.
But it's true. Like I've seen a couple people where I'm like, oh shit, I can't say sir or ma'am right now.
Well, you know, I don't feel like that comes from the actual. So like if you see a man, and I'm sorry if this sounds silly, but we're just going to just put it out here where it's fair. Cause I would like to educate people too. If you see somebody who's 7'2", but they're wearing female clothes, you should probably refrain from either sirring or manning. Yeah. Right. You just don't say nothing. Don't do nothing. Just have your respect, have your manners about you, go on about your business. When you address somebody, just do it cordially. Now, what fucks me up are the allies, which are people who are normal people. You're a married man to a woman. Right. You got 2 kids, but you're an ally to this group. Kudos to you for being an ally and being somebody who's trying to be progressive. I love that. Yeah. I fuck with it. But if I call you sir and you just go along with this whole thing with the LGBTQ where it's like, respect my pronouns. I don't have pronouns. I am a they or a Z or whatever. Right. Dude, you pressing me to a different degree. Now, I'm not going to get at somebody else who falls under that umbrella, but because you're an ally, that does not mean that you get the same respect and we follow the same rules. You're a sir. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only calling you sir because I have been brought up in my 45 years on this planet to address people with some moral character. And that's by saying, hello, good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. whatever the fuck.
Yep.
Now, I've been trying to drop that, but it also feels out of pocket when you're trying to be as formal as possible to people because you don't know who you're meeting on a daily basis.
Right.
These people could be your boss tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? You don't know who somebody is. So I guess my message to everybody out there is to be as patient with people who aren't identifying in your same group, because we're still trying to follow these rules and regulations. Yep. And I'm not going to kill myself to do it, but I do have a lot of respect and admiration for y'all movement, and I would like to get up to speed, but you're going to have to give me some time because I have 45 years on the planet where I've been taught, ingrained to teach or to address people a certain way. And now you would like me to reverse that 45 years in 45 days and become a whole different way of talking and addressing people. It's not going to happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I am with y'all shit. I agree that every minority group needs their respect and to be given their grounds to stand on.
Most definitely.
And we fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do here. But the patience has to be on both sides. We can't just have it tomorrow. It's not Burger King. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a release date for some sneakers.
No, it's not. So we are all working together on this. But when y'all fly off the fucking handle and don't fucking gaslight me, don't call me sir, don't call me ma'am, it's like you don't know that person was trying to gaslight you, but
right.
You're taking it that way because in this social media age, it's like it's easier to turn on a camera and get your 15 minutes.
Yeah. So would you consider yourself an ally to the LGBTQ?
Absolutely. I'm an ally to anybody who feels that they are being oppressed.
Yeah, most definitely.
You see what I'm saying? Because I know my people were oppressed at some point.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? And still to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
there's some arguments.
Aspects,
we can make arguments to this day. Our group of people are being oppressed.
Yep.
So we are definitely in the same basket. So when you get out of pocket with me for me trying to be nice or for me to just, address you a certain way, it's crazy because I am with the shit.
Yep.
But yeah, it's almost as if the LGBTQ movement is a little impatient with us being, like, get on my hype right now.
Yep.
And I'm kind of like, yo, y'all got to calm down.
Yeah, bro. Like for people who don't like kind of know what ally, this is the best way I'm gonna put it, bro. Like for an ally, like if you see some dudes in the group making fun or like poking fun or like at this point putting their hands and abusing, not even physical or verbal, to a gay person, female or male, are you gonna either step in and be like, hey, what the fuck? Or are you just gonna watch and just let this shit happen?
I'm gonna step in.
That's where I feel like, would you consider yourself an ally? Like, I'm gonna be like, bro, what the fuck? Like,
oh, that can easily be your son, daughter, brother, sister, mom, dad.
Yep.
Put your fucking peoples in that position and say, if you was there and your mom was being treated that way, or your dad or your brother, your sister was being treated that way, would you just let that shit happen?
Exactly that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I put it. Like, if anybody's a little confused, like, are you just gonna let that shit happen, or are you gonna say something and like try to make a change type of shit?
I would definitely whoop somebody's ass on y'all behalf.
Yeah.
But when that happens and I feel that way and then somebody gets at me foul because I said sir or ma'am because it slipped and I was trying to be just, trying to address someone in the way that I've known to do it, and somebody gets at me foul about it, then it pushes me the other way where I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah, nah.
You know what I'm saying?
But again, there is some people, I have met some people who are like, bro, if one of my old friends, like, they're understanding of like, yeah, bro, shit's new. Like, it's understanding for people to.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
like,
good.
Type of shit. So, yeah.
I would like to be corrected instead of flown off the handle.
Exactly that.
I would like to be corrected.
That. Oh, it's not. It's actually this. All right, my bad.
Oh, I apologize. But
exactly.
if you go, that's not, you know what I mean, and give me the attitude, then it's kind of like, all right.
Yeah, give me like, that's not what the fuck it is.
Because
like,
let's talk about it. Anytime some shit happens, if you want to have a really progressive and understanding conversation, the best way to do so is to not put somebody else on defense.
Yep.
So once you give me the horns, now I'm just kind of like, I don't give a fuck with you.
You're already in a certain, like,
yeah,
your brain already shifted to a mindset.
Yeah. Now,
but if you keep it respectful, it's like, oh, okay, we're still in the respectful mindset.
Yeah.
Well, I apologize.
Let's keep it, let's have a respectful and build on this conversation. Now, if you just give me the horns, now it's like, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to call you whatever the fuck I want, because now I'm no longer thinking about your pronouns. I'm not like thinking about your respect's off the table.
I'm thinking about the way you damn near just disrespected me.
Exactly. And now I'm going to try to disrespect you as much as possible. That doesn't mean calling you out of your name, but I'm definitely going to start talking to you some type of foul way.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, hey, I'm glad we had this conversation, because there's sometimes we do in this, especially in this new era of things going this way, it's hard for people to kind of understand where they should be, how they should act. And I hope somebody learns something from that.
Yeah,
you know what
bro,
I mean? Take something away from that conversation.
Yeah, bro, especially the ally thing. Like, I feel like people like had it fucked up and like, oh, I don't support, or like, I'm not that, or this and that. It's like, you don't have to be that. It's just like,
yeah, being an ally don't mean that you are gay or fall under that umbrella. It means that, do you feel as if people should have the same rights and respect as you? And if that's a no, then
you gotta look at yourself in the mirror, bro.
Absolutely.
You gotta look at yourself in the mirror.
For real. Think about why. You know what I'm saying? Just because because I do believe that this is all ingrained, especially when people from religious beliefs start to get at gay people a certain way.
Yeah.
I believe that this is all from birth. As many people as I do know who are gay, especially if I've known them for a long time, I've known them to be that way since they were young.
Yeah, it's true.
You don't make decisions like that when you're young.
Yeah.
Especially I'm 45. So if I've known somebody since back then, they weren't pushing the agenda the way they are today. So nobody was in the schools telling these children, oh, well, maybe you are blah, 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 blah. These kids knew that shit from the jump.
Right.
So if you're a religious person, understand that your Lord created that person that way. It's not their fault. They didn't make that decision from 2 years old.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Be respectful to other people, man. And especially it has nothing to do with you. At the end of the day, you go home, you have your little chicken dinner and drink your tea and go to sleep, man. It has nothing to do with you.
That shit don't affect you, bro. That's like that's the only way it could be like, all right, I don't agree with it. If it really affects you in your own, I don't even know that, but like, yeah, if it affects you, bro, but like someone on the street you'll never see again, bro. It's like, bro, why would you even care to put in the effort to be disrespectful?
I like this. I like where we going with this. I would like to table this conversation because I think we ran on for a minute, even though it's a great conversation.
I would say this came up from the fucking Kendrick Lamar feature.
Absolutely.
Hey, from that.
Progressive, Kendrick, progressive. But I do want to table this and say from your remark just now, like it has nothing to do with you. Where do we go when I'm hearing these crazy stories across the board about people coming into schools and then putting this into the schools?
That's where I feel like shit is getting. I feel like.
No. I want to do this later. I want to do this next episode.
Oh, okay, most definitely.
I want to pull some clips and really give some ammunition to how I feel about it, and really give some context of like the things that I've been seeing in the schools and how young these children are being taught these things. And I'm going, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Because as I said, a lot of the gay people I do know, they have been gay from very small children.
Right.
So it's not like somebody came in and said, hey, maybe you're gay. It was like, it happened and
it's there.
They figured it out as they grew up. Just the same way we figured out, hey, I like Latin chicks as I grew up. Right. Like it's just something that comes about. And I don't think that we need to be pushing that ideology on kids to let them know that they could be gay. Like if you are, you are. If you're not, you're not. That's
bruh.
it. So
like, bro, I know since the first time I looked, we were camping, bro. And when I stepped on that bee and we were at the swimming pool and the girl came over to check and I seen her titties, I knew I wasn't gay. It's real shit, though.
I know, bro.
You remember that, though?
I do.
When I stepped on that fucking bee and I think it was a black girl.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Because I was sitting there crying. And she like bent over to like, and I just had titties in my face. I was like, I ain't gay, nigga.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. Like you definitely can remember your first time knowing like, oh, I like that girl, or I like that
exactly
shit.
That.
So yeah, man. I mean, I told you the story before where you started kindergarten. It was a young man in your kindergarten class, and I always remember we had to line up when I dropped you off in kindergarten.
Yep.
We would line up, and I remember seeing this little kid. And every time I seen him, he was just a little more energetic, a little more peppy than all the other kids.
Right.
I used to look at him and go, that's okay. And, I'm paying attention and staring at these children, but it definitely, the way he would say things and his inflections and things like that would be like, okay, that's interesting. Y'all had a play about halfway through the school year, and he was up on stage and he was like on a Broadway show. Like he was the star and he was singing and he was, bah! And I'm like, looked at my wife, I looked at your mom, I was like, that kid's fucking gay. And he's in kindergarten.
He ended up being gay.
I remember talking to you when y'all started to graduate. Y'all took graduation pictures and he was in the yearbook. And I went, oh shit, you still go to school with that kid? And you said, yeah. And I was like, hey, he's gay, huh? And you were like, oh, yeah, hell yeah. And I was like, I looked at your mom and it was almost a crowning achievement for me. I don't know why, but it was almost like, I fucking knew it. That was 12 years ago, and I called it. I called it right there when that kid was on stage. And I remember you looking at me, and that was one of the things that, in this conversation, that's one of the things that started this evolution in my mind to calm the fuck down with the gay shit, because I was still of that young, immature mindset of like gay, haha, funny. Even though I have gay cousins and your mom's got gay cousins, I fucking love them. And I don't even, to be honest, none of that even comes into my head when I'm having a conversation or when they come out to visit or nothing like that. It's like, I'm more juiced to see them. Don't give a flying fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's in my time, like going to work or any place else, these things actually come up and I kind of forget that. This was what started to change my mind, was when I said, I fucking knew it. And I was laughing and telling your mom, I knew it. I called this shit 12 years ago. I remember looking at you and you looked at me and were like, well, what's the big deal? So what? And I just kind of was like, I was on this high horse. I was laughing. I was like, ah, ha, ha. And I said, yeah, I told you. And you were like, yeah, so what? And I just had to like my mood dropped and I was like, oh yeah, this doesn't mean nothing to nobody. I knew that y'all generation had this new thing where it was kind of like, so what if he's gay or straight? What the fuck does it matter? Yeah. And again, this is how I started with giving y'all kudos of just being so mature and ahead of y'all time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people y'all generation just have a way better grip on shit.
Nah, most definitely. And shit, we even touch up on all the topics, but let's
get to them.
Yeah.
Let's finish.
No, most definitely. So, damn, fucking moving straight away from completely different topics, but
go ahead.
Boxing coming up, got a couple fights coming up. Got big one, like we said, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul.
Yeah,
we have Ryan Garcia. He lost to Tank Davis a couple months ago, or maybe around a year ago. At this point, bro's never been the same since.
What has he been doing? I've seen a lot of shit go on.
Yeah, bro. So
first, he thinks people are fucking after him, huh?
Yeah, bro. So first, he posted some shit to his Instagram talking about some we got them boys, Ryan Garcia, rip bitch 6666. All this like crazy shit, right? Mm-hmm. And then he came out saying he doesn't have access to his phone, so people are like, "Oh, okay, calm down." Then a couple weeks later, he tweeted out March 3, Sunday 24, we slit RG throat and threw him in the basket. Nobody will find him. Just crazy shit. And then a couple days later after that, he goes on, the little Twitter spaces where like people are like on a phone call, or whatever the fuck, with Andrew Tate, and just starts going on about exposing the Illuminati and Bohemian Grove and shit. Okay. So just like crashing out, bruh. Like, I don't know what the fuck is up with, bruh. And honestly, like, he has not been the same since that Tank fight. Because I remember Ryan Garcia before. Like, Ryan Garcia had like a lot of hype around him. Like, people were like fucking with him. He's Mexican boxer, all that shit. Mm-hmm. And then like he just started to crash out all of a sudden, bro. I don't know what the fuck that is. Maybe like he on some Kanye shit trying to promote the fight. I don't know, honestly. But whatever you going through, bro, I hope you get through it though. Yeah. You was a good fighter, bro. Like, I remember I seen clips of like he knocked some nigga out and they put the punch in slow motion. It was like so fast that the fucking slow motion could barely pick up that punch. Damn. So like, bro, you go crazy. So whatever you going through, bro, I hope you get through that shit. Yeah. I just don't know what that shit's about. For real. I just think, bro, like these niggas get so big. Yeah. And they just start to like crash out and they just like.
Well, I think you're forgetting the fact that this is a sport where it's kind of like football. You just taking hits to the head constantly.
Yeah.
And even in football, it's not constant. It's more or less like you could get a bad hit to the head.
Right.
And that's like maybe once or twice a season. I'm talking about these motherfuckers are taking multiple hits per night when they fight. Getting your head jogged around like that all the time can't be good for you.
Nah.
You know, and if that's your sport, that's your passion, go for it, I guess. But we have seen a lot of things about football being really fucking bad for kids.
Yep.
And whatever those, I'm not a scientist. I don't study this shit. So I can't make any of those distinctions. But I can say that even Muhammad Ali took a lot of fucking hits to the head, and it kind of did something to him in his later years, right?
No, most definitely. I mean, getting hit in the head multiple times at an extreme force is never good.
No.
We put it simple like that. There's no
Absolutely
science
not.
needed for that.
Straight up.
So it's kind of like, you know, I don't know. But again, bro is a good boxer. I'm pretty sure he still's a good boxer. He's just crashing out. I don't know what that shit's about, though.
You know, mental health is a big thing right now.
It is.
And like you said, I just hope you get the mental help that you need, because it seems out of character from somebody who has so much going for him.
Right, and he was hella structured, too. Like, Ryan Garcia wasn't, like, before all that shit, he wasn't, like, on no bullshit. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what that is, bro. I don't know.
Just out of pocket.
Yeah, bro. And then we're going to touch up on these quick little things. Have we touched everything that we said in the beginning so far?
Absolutely, we did.
Okay.
We did go to the Blue Lips. We did
Kendrick,
Mike Tyson,
Trump.
And you had Draya and Jalen Green and Ryan Garcia.
Okay.
Did you have any extra thoughts or opinions on anything else before we sign the fuck out of here?
Nah, I mean, this will be the last thing. Just end it off, not on a funny note, but like on a come on, bro note. This week, a father from Texas was sentenced to a decade behind bars for the on-camera fatal shooting of his wife in him discovering her affair.
Yes. Now, I would put that video up
it's
for the
graphic.
audience. It is graphic. You don't see technically her getting shot, but it is very, it's grimy, because you see this motherfucker is cocking the shotgun, talking to her. She's got her phone on him.
Yeah.
He's in a fucking kimono with a big ass beer belly, and he is cocking this shotgun going, I'm gonna kill you, bitch.
He told her, he's warned his wife Patricia that she was about to meet Jesus.
Yes.
Just before firing 3 shots at her outside their Spring, Texas residence.
And they were probably about 6 feet apart. So
yeah. If you ever played Call of Duty, you know what damage a shotgun does up close.
So 3 shots from a shotgun, like there wasn't a lot of her left.
No.
That was some cold shit, man.
Some cold shit.
It was some cold shit. I did see that, and oddly enough, the daughter, man, I think I feel bad for her. I saw an interview with her where you can tell she's still in shock.
Right.
Because her reaction to this was just like, I lost my mom that day, and I also lost my dad that day.
Yeah.
Because he ain't never going to see the light of day. My mom is dead. But she wasn't crying. I'm not saying that everybody needs to cry, but I think that was just so much to take in, because you just lost your whole family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And how do you deal with that mentally? Like, at some point, you probably haven't processed all of it.
Nah.
It's just like, yeah, this happened and this is fucked up, but the emotions haven't started yet.
Yeah.
I feel really sorry for that little girl.
Yeah, it's some fucked up shit, man. And I mean, it sucks. It sucks that there's people out there who resort to those type of things when an inconvenience comes through their life. I
mean, if you look at bruh, I don't want to be insensitive, but this is a fucking podcast where I talk my shit. So let's just be honest. The motherfucker was heavy overweight.
Yeah.
Motherfucker had a big old cheeseburger belly. And I'm assuming that she was probably like, bruh, if you ain't finna do nothing about this, you know, that's my whole thing is kind of like, you got to have some, you got to hold yourself in some high regard as far as your appearance and do your best, because as much as we'd hate to say it, we're humans at the end of the day, and we're attracted to beauty.
Yeah.
And we're attracted to, attracted is the root word. Once you let yourself go because you've gotten married or you pulled somebody and you had a kid with them, and now all of a sudden it's like, man, I don't give a fuck no more.
Right.
Don't expect everything to be peaches and cream. Like, you at least have to give your partner the satisfaction of, you know, at least you being somewhat up to par of what they fell in love with.
Yeah.
You can't just then go to be like, you know what, I'm just going to eat ribs and chicken and cheeseburgers all the fucking time and become a fat bastard, and she'll still love me. Because at some point, she's going to still sit there and look at you and go, ugh, what happened to you?
Right.
And, you know, you have some people who are going to be upfront with you and just be like, you know what, this ain't working. And then you have the other people who are like, you know what, I love the motherfucker, but that motherfucker look crazy. So I'm going to go find me some shit over here.
Yep.
And I assume that's what happened here. No, I don't have any proof of that. It could have been something else. But again, her infidelity is what pushed him to shoot her. And if I'm looking at the situation, to me, the first thing I see is this big fat bastard. And she's probably like, dude, I can't fuck this nigga no more.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you know, it's just true shit, though, dude.
You know what I mean? It was crazy, bro. But
a lot of that shit happens because, like, especially at an older age, like, they were in their late 50s, 60s.
Right,
bro. It's kind
right.
of just like, dude, like,
yeah.
I mean, bro, everybody gets old, everybody gets this and that, but it's just like,
but when you ain't trying at all.
yeah, bro, you're not trying, you letting yourself go, and that could be another. I mean, again, we don't know what happened behind the scenes.
Yeah,
bro.
we don't.
Bro could have just let himself go, maybe been jobless or like not putting in work like that. And
Multiple.
she's like, nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah, and
So,
she fell into somebody else's arms and
fell on somebody else's lap. Nigga.
Yeah, fell onto some other dick. And he was like, no more dick for you. Clack, clack.
Bow, bow, bow.
That's not funny. Why you do that?
It's not funny.
Hey, bro. Prayers to the young lady who lost both of her parents. It's fucked up. I know shit like that happens all the time, but this has been put in the media in our face, made us think about it, and I feel sorry for her. So prayers and shout outs to her. I hope you feel better. I hope you can
recover,
heal from this.
Yep.
Old boy, you know you wrong, man.
You're not gonna see this shit.
You know, I mean, you know, listen, they get cell phones in prison now.
They do. Yeah, they do.
You know you wrong, bro. You can't. If you was a smart motherfucker, bro, you wouldn't have put all your eggs in that basket. I think that's my thing to the day I die. I don't think I have those worries in my relationship at all. I'm 99.9% sure. But if it were to be a thing, I'm just not finna be that dude. I'm not finna crash out. Oh, that's how you feel? Okay, well, check it out. Shake the dice. You know what I'm saying? If you get a 7 or 11, you keep the crib. If not, I do. I'm gonna keep making moves. Like, just don't. You can be in your relationship, be present, and for sure love the person you're with. But when that person shows infidelity, if you ready to fucking, you just done at that point, then walk away, man. You ain't got to kill nobody.
Yeah.
You ain't got to make nobody else's lives all fucked up.
Right.
Don't be that selfish. If that person's selfish, then okay, it's time for you to make a move. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And if you haven't let yourself go, there's still light at the end of the tunnel. But if you've been eating cheeseburgers for fucking 20 years and look like this motherfucker, this bald fat bastard, then I guess that's the only option he had. He was probably like, you know what? It's over for me.
Yep.
Unless I'm paying for this pussy, it ain't gonna happen. So I'm just gonna kill her. And that's crazy. But
and we're gonna talk about it real quick.
Go for it.
I don't like the motherfuckers who fucking commit mass murders and then just like to take the easy way out. That shit, that shit happened recently.
Yes.
Out here.
I think we talked about this. John had, we talked about it real quick it's happened a couple of times since we started this podcast, but John did make this suggestion. And to this day, John is a smart motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's really sharp. He made this suggestion, and when he said it on the podcast, I went, oh shit, that makes the most sense I've ever heard.
Yeah.
His option was, when somebody does that shit, they shouldn't show a picture of them. They shouldn't show a motherfucking name.
Nope.
They shouldn't give them no light, because I think at the end of the day, these crazy bastards just basically go, if I kill a bunch of people, I'm going to be,
mesmerized. They're going to make a documentary about me, bro.
Exactly. So if you can't have no information, he never gets shown on the news, no fucking names, no nothing.
Yeah, leave that shit to the case files and the police and let them know that.
Then how do you really, at that point, that person knows going into it that nobody will ever know that it was you that did it.
Yep.
And at that point, I think you start to pull some of that allure of killing a bunch of people. You pull that back.
Yep.
And make somebody really think, well, this ain't really going to be worth it for me. Because I think a lot of that is sociopaths.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But there has been a couple people where it's just like they're straight up the fuck crazy.
That is true.
Yeah.
And that definitely happens.
It does happen.
But I want to say most of these cats are sociopaths and want to be caught.
Yeah.
Or
want their name.
Excuse me, they want to kill themselves so that their name is out there and they did this heinous thing.
Yeah. And then eventually they're going to be mesmerized by the other crazy motherfuckers who have similar minds.
Copycats and shit.
All that shit.
Yeah. I agree. But I think John had that was a perfect fucking.
That was good. That was good as fuck.
Perfect thing to combat that, because it's like once you don't tell nobody who this motherfucker was, he don't get no shine.
Nada.
And then it makes it to where he's like, well, this shit ain't worth it.
Yep.
So I think that's a big thing. But yeah, fuck y'all who just feel as if you can just take people's lives, take people away from other people, and there's just, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what is that?
Yeah, bro. It's that out of pocket shit. I hope y'all rotten, bro. For the people who took that easy way after just taking countless lives, I hope y'all rotten.
Yeah, I hope you're rotten in hell.
I don't feel like that's wrong to say either.
No, it's not. No, because think of all the people who had to suffer for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? There was that punk bitch ass nigga that went into fucking elementary school.
Yeah, I still
killed a bunch of children.
I still see that shit on my
like. The fuck them kids do to anybody?
Bro, I still see that shit on my like. It comes up every now and then. That shit's like heartbreaking, dude. Especially like when they show the kids like just in class with smiles on their face and shit. That shit's heartbreaking.
That's rough, man. And you see the cops. I mean, even though them cops wasn't shit, but it's still at the end of the day, they had to respond, and they were the first ones to walk into these classrooms with all these children sitting there laying dead on the ground. Yeah, it's like, how do you fucking recover from that?
I couldn't. That's fucked up.
I gotta go. Yeah. After that, it's like, I gotta retire, bro.
Nah, there's no way I can, like, bro, that's like,
I need my pension.
That's only scenes we've ever seen in fucking movies or anything like that.
And when you see it in a movie, you know it's fake.
Yeah, you know it's fucking jelly and fucking paint.
Right. This shit is real.
Yeah.
Like these motherfuckers' reactions walking out and just crying and throwing up and shit is just kind of like, damn, bro, this cat just seen 20 dead children.
Right. It's some fucked up shit, man.
Yeah.
But we're not going to end all low energy, man.
Oh, yeah. We just kind of killed the vibe.
Yeah, we did. But we're not going to end all low energy, man.
Hey, prayers to everybody who's been affected by anything negative, like a mass shooting or your parent has been taken away from out your life. You know what I'm saying? We like to send prayers. It's not fly.
Yeah.
And we just, send our regards as far as that goes. Because I show a lot of empathy when I see things like that. I'm just like, wow, that'd be fucked up to go through.
Yeah.
So we wanted to send shout outs, prayers, warm thoughts with y'all. And anybody who's been affected by some shit like that.
Yeah, anything, not even just mass shooting or this and that. Like maybe just fucking somebody got wrongfully incriminated on the crime.
Hey, man.
Some shit like that, man.
What we are here to do is to try to brighten your day. Now, if you at work, you taking a trip someplace, we are here.
We hope that time flew by.
Absolutely.
Listening to this.
You know what I'm saying? Just listening to our thoughts, kicking it with a couple motherfuckers who just want to, sit you down and spit a little something for you. In that case, we will be back next week. I had a great plan to have Juan on because Juan is like the sports dude.
Yeah, you told me that. Or I think I heard something about that. Yeah.
And I'm going to try to give Juan a sports segment. So we building out here.
Oh, we building.
Don't ever get it twisted.
Forging new shit.
Straight up. If you are still with us at this point, we're going to ask you to go to whatever podcast player you listen to us on and subscribe so that next week when we put out another podcast, it's going to ding on your phone. You go, oh, they back, and go on ahead and give us a listen. If you're watching us on YouTube, then please like and subscribe
and press the notification bell.
And the notification bell is a big one too, because these come out every week. And with y'all help, we can get more shit pumped out. We're going to start doing more shorts, taking a couple little small trips. Jared's got some things in the works. We're going to start, doing more streaming, playing video games. If y'all want to get in on that, whatever, man, we here. Just tap in with us. You know what I'm saying? Trying to grow this thing, trying to do a little something. A
little something, not so 9 to 5-ish.
Yeah. And even if we're still running the 9 to 5, it's just a creative process. And I'm a social person, so anything that I'm doing with people that's really, socially involved, I'm always with.
Yep.
I love being creative.
Hell yeah.
With that, we would like to say thanks. We hope y'all have a really good week, whether you're working or you're chilling, whatever the case. Glad we could take this audio and video journey with you. And I'm gonna leave it to you to sign up.
Hey man, it's been us without Jared. Just OG crew, OG faces you've seen since episode 1.
Shout outs to the boy J Red.
Yep, shout outs to J Red taking care of business out here.
Yes sir.
Grown man shit. But nah, real shit. We'd like to thank y'all for listening here this week. This is definitely a longer episode.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
But listen to that shit. Listen to that shit on the way to work. Kills 2 hours or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So from us, we'd like to sincerely thank y'all, man, for coming out this week and fucking with us, man. We will see you next week, and peace.
Peace.